Okay, I thought I'd make a video on cleaning panfish. So anyway, this is a red ear sunfish. Looks like it's close to 11 inches, so it's a pretty nice one. And let me see if I can get the camera set down at the right angle here so we can record this. So anyway, okay. First we go behind their ear and make a cut down to the spine and just through the stomach. Got to make sure it's cut all the way through here or you have problems later. Then you can start on the back and right along the spine just put the tip in, mostly the tip. You don't want to go in too far. Then as you ride the ribs down, when they come to an end, you can actually push the knife through and finish it off towards the tail. Then the next cut will be back from the bottom through the stomach to the cut that we first made. Now, got to pull this up a little bit. Just use the tip of the knife most of the time and try to go right along the ribs and just let the point of the knife ride the ribs. Okay, now they're exposed a little bit. Not sure if we can see that in this light. But once they get exposed, then you have to cut through the top of the rib bones with just the tip of the knife. Because if you go down too far, then we're going to mess up the fillet. So now you got to take your time and ride the ribs. Kind of a slight sawing motion. And there's one side. And use another knife to do the skinning. So, I'm going to start there, leave just a little bit on the tail so you got something to hang on to. And again, we want to make a sawing motion. Okay, so we don't need the skin, and there's the fillet. There's a little bit that's got to be cleaned up on there, but basically you want to have all of that rib meat. Some people kind of miss that. That's why it's really important to ride the ribs and take your time as you're coming down when you're scaling that, because now the only bones that are in this fillet, there's just a tiny row right in here, and a lot of people think that those cook up. Sometimes I cook them out when I'm cooking them myself. But anyway, there's one side of the fillet. Now I'll do the other. Again, right behind the ear, make the first cut. Don't go through the spine though. Come up here, up to the belly, but leave just a little bit there because it's easier to stick the knife in when you're doing this bottom cut. Then cut through the belly using mostly just the tip of the knife. Once you come to the end of the ribs, you can push through all the way through. Then take your time and let the knife do the work. Now this time you can come up the back side, but mostly just the tip of the knife until you can feel those ribs. And then pull it up, see what we got here. Get to the bottom of the rib section, and then just the tip of the knife, I'm not sure if the camera's recording that well, but just ride the curve of those ribs and then downward. Then it exposes the first bone, and we want to just use the tip of the knife and then cut through those all the way to the head. So that fillet then should roll over like that. Now, ride the ribs down very slowly in a sawing motion. Okay, so there's what it looks like. Now there's our skinned fish, and you shouldn't have any meat left on those bones. Those bones should be exposed like that. So, then for skinning, once again, just make Just leave a little bit there so you got something to hold on to. Okay, there's the fillet, there's the skin, not much left on there. Then I find it's helpful to have a hose handy. And after you rinse it, you have a nice perfect fillet. And that's what the finished product should look like. Hope this helps.